everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cara Dunaway and I'm so happy to have you here. In the past, I have done about a handful or so of videos dedicated to just drugstore makeup, and I absolutely love my drugstore makeup. I think there's such great high quality products that are at the drugstore. But today I wanted to bring you a video dedicated to some of my high-end favorites. So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Turn on your notifications, hit the like button. I would really appreciate all your support, and let's just go ahead and get started. So I wanted to let you guys know before we get started, I actually don't have a high-end product in every single category. So there's a few products I'm going to use still from the drugstore just because that's all that I have. So I have my brow products, I have a lip liner and an eyeliner that I'm going to use from the drugstore. The reason I don't have high-end products in these categories, well, there's actually a couple different reasons. The first is I just can't bring myself to spend a lot of money on a product like this because there's so many great options that you can get at the drugstore that are a lot more affordable. And the second thing that goes into that is I go through these products very quickly. So again, it's really hard to want to spend a lot of money on a product when I'm using it so often. And again, there's just so many great options at the drugstore that are a lot more in my price range. So as you can tell, it's mostly like the pencil products. And like I said, I use these a lot. I go through them a lot, and it's really easy and convenient to just go to the drugstore and purchase new ones. So these are the drugstore products I'm going to use today. Everything else that I have is high end. So I think for today's look, I'm actually going to start with the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids. I'm going to use a concealer to do that. And this one is from Dose of Colors. This is the Meet Your Hue Concealer. And I just like to take just a little bit and then just blend it out with a fluffy brush. I love this concealer though. It's really creamy. It feels really hydrating and it gives really nice coverage. I do like to go in and set my concealer with the powder just so it doesn't crease. I'm going to use this one from Tarte. This is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. I just spilled it all over my desk. Lovely. I'm just taking a little bit on the same brush and just dusting it over the concealer. Now that we have the lids primed, I'm going to jump into eyeshadow. And the palette I chose to revisit today is this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Norvina Volume 5 palette. Here is just a reminder of what it looks like. This is one of my favorite palettes that I own. The shades are so beautiful. There's so many shades to choose from. I kind of want to do something that's a little bit lighter on the shades and a little bit softer as well. We'll see if that actually happens. I tend to get carried away, but I kind of want to use some of these shades up here. I haven't really explored those shades yet. I think what I want to do to start is maybe dip into this shade here, which is, they have letters and numbers for their names. This one here is B2. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just start dusting that in and above my crease. I'm also going to bring it out. I really love high-end eyeshadow palettes. That's one thing I don't have a really hard time spending a lot of money on because, first of all, the formulas are so nice and really easy to work with, really easy to blend. And I'm pretty sure that this palette is going to last me a lifetime. So I don't feel bad spending more money on an eyeshadow palette because I know it's going to last me a long time and I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Now that I've got that shade laid down, I don't think I have tried this shade yet, which is C3. So I might use this one to apply it more on the outer part of the crease and on the outer part of the eye. I want to save room on the inner part of the eye for some of these lighter shades. This shade looks really pigmented and it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, or glitter I should say. So I'm just going to focus this, but I'm also going to bring it up. I don't know why, but I like creating this shape on my eyes. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to take a little bit more of the first shade and just add that back on top of that purple. Then I want to add just a tiny bit of this dark shade, which is E5, just on the very outer corner of the eye. So just a little bit, just to deepen up right here.
You started. Oh. Sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't even need to come up here.
I'm gonna take my second brush, just go over that dark shade again. Okay, I just wanna apologize if you hear like a rumbling in the background. My husband is working on projects in our home and the air compressor is charging or filling up, whatever you wanna say. So I apologize for that. All right, now I want to try taking some of this shade, which is A1, and it looks like it's just a pure white shade. And I'm gonna apply that on the inner part of the eye, just with a flat brush like so. And I'm gonna start just packing that on. That is a really nice white shade. I really like that. It really diffuses nicely as well. I'm deciding if I want to put any shimmer on it. I really like how it's looking right now, and I don't really want to take away from that, but I also just can't help myself, and I'm really wanting to just take a tiny bit of this shade here, which is B1, and maybe just pop that like right in the front part of the eye. So I'm trying to take some on another flat brush. It doesn't seem like it's picking up that well, but it is adding a little bit of that shimmer on there. I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna try it a little bit more. Now you can start seeing it a little bit better. You know, I don't know that that added really anything to the look. I mean, you definitely can't tell on camera. In person, you can tell that there's some shimmer on there, but like I said, I don't think that really added anything necessary to the look. I'm gonna go in and clean up the glitter that fell off. I feel like this look definitely needs an eyeliner. So I'm going to add some eyeliner, this one from ILLAMASQUA. I'm sure I'm butchering that. This is the liquid eyeliner just in the shade black. And we're gonna see if this works for me today. This eyeliner is very stiff, so it is a little bit harder to work with. I think I'm gonna add a wing on as well. Yeah, this eyeliner is not the easiest to use. I'm gonna go grab a different one. I grabbed this one from MAKIAGE. This is the Black Card Waterproof Eyeliner. I'm hoping this one works for me. Those are the only two high-end eyeliners that I have. So if they don't work, I might have to cheat a little bit, which I hope I don't. This one's definitely more flexible, but I'm not getting much product out of it. I wonder if it's dried out. It's just not giving me what I need. All right, I hate to do this, but I have some drugstore eyeliners that I know work really well for me. So, all right, I'm cheating with the eyeliner. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna pull out a drugstore eyeliner. I'm gonna use this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I just don't wanna be looking all crazy today. And this one I know works really well. One wing down, one to go. Okay, now the trick is, do they match? Nope, not really. But that's okay. They never do. I'm gonna leave them alone for now before I get too carried away and make them bigger, longer, fatter than they already are. All right, let's move into the face. For my primer today, I'm gonna use this one from Ciate London. This is the Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I have had this one in my collection for such a long time, and I absolutely love it. It gives me really nice hydration. Smells really, really nice. Gives me a nice glow and just a nice base for makeup. I'm going to be using my favorite high-end foundation, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I am telling you guys, this foundation is so good. And I completely bought it by accident. But I'm so glad I did because it's so good. The coverage on it is absolutely beautiful, and it is actually a matte foundation, which I don't like matte foundations, but when I pair it with a really dewy primer, it looks so good on my skin. And it is definitely a pricey foundation, but I'm telling you guys, it is really, really nice. I mean, look at that. I think it looks really beautiful. I mean, ignore the under eyes. We obviously haven't put concealer on yet, but as far as the rest of the face, the skin looks so nice, and I absolutely love that foundation. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer. I'm running low on this one, but this one, I'm telling you, is also really, really good. I really want to try the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation because I've heard really good things about that one. I just have not yet. But maybe when I go to repurchase the concealer, maybe then I'll try the foundation and let you guys know. This concealer is so nice. I really love how my skin looks when I use those two products. I think they're both amazing products. I'm gonna do something I've never tried before, and I'm really hoping it works out, but I don't have a high-end like under eye setting powder that I like to use, but I am gonna try using this Tarte loose setting powder again on the under eyes. I'm hoping it works out and doesn't make my under eyes crease too badly. But since I cheated on the eyeliner, I won't cheat on the under eye powder because you guys know I love my number 7 powder. Okay, but actually, it doesn't look half bad with that powder under the eyes. I'll give it some time though. I'm not gonna hold my breath yet and say that it's not gonna crease, but as of right now, it actually looks pretty good. For my cream bronzer, I'm gonna use my Milk Makeup. The actual name of this is the Matte Bronzer Stick, and this one I believe is in the shade Baked. Just gonna apply this like usual. I'm gonna take a clean brush this time to blend this out. And I've really been working on just blending it out exactly where I place the product instead of like swiping and moving it all around the cheeks. I'm just lightly tapping where I've placed that. Trying to move my hair out of the way. I'm not gonna forget the jawline this time. I'm gonna take my concealer brush and just try to clean up the nose just a little bit. All right, let's move on to liquid blush. I'm going to use this little one from Rare Beauty. This is the Soft Pinch Mini Liquid Blushes, I believe is the name, and I have mine in the shade Bliss. I'm just going to add a few dots. Then I'm actually going to blend this out with a brush as well. I normally use my finger, but I don't know, I've been kind of wanting to try something different lately. Rare Beauty blushes are so good. They are so pigmented and they're actually decently priced. This one's the mini guy, but you can get a full size. I think they're around $20. And I'm telling you guys, it will last you so long because you only need the tiniest little bit because they are just so pigmented. So I 100% recommend checking out the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. Of course, I've got to do some liquid highlight. I'm going to use the one from ILLAMASQUA, the Beyond Liquid Highlighter. This one is in the shade OMG. I just like to take a little bit on my finger and then just tap it out. So pretty though. Liquid highlighters are a newer find for me this last year. They work really nicely on my skin. They give a really nice glow, but they don't emphasize any like texture on the skin, for me at least. And I just love the effect that a liquid highlight gives. Let's finish off the eyes. Now I'm gonna jump back into my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And I think I'm going to take the darkest shade here again to start working out on the lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit just on this little tiny brush here. And I'm just going to concentrate that just as close to the lash line as possible. Then I'm going to take a different brush. I'm going to dip into, I think, this shade here, just to kind of smudge that out. I really love purple eyeshadow on my eyes specifically. I think it is a really nice color that goes along with my eye color because I have a lot of green in my eyes and I know purple and green complement each other. I'm going to pop a little bit of the white on the inner part of the lash line just to kind of try to brighten that up a little bit. All right, let me pop an eyeliner in the waterline. I'm going to cheat and use my NYX since I don't have a high-end option. So let me do that. I'll be right back. All right, eyeliner is done. Let's do mascara. I'm going to use my MAKIAGE Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. This mascara is great because it gives my lashes a lot of length and gives them really nice separation. You can also build up this mascara if you wanted for a little bit more volume. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and do the brows since, like I said, we're using drugstore products for that. So let me go fill those in and I will be right back. All right, I am back with the brows on. Let's go in and finish off the face. This is one of my favorite products in my collection and it is the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r bronzer and mine is in the shade Shady Biz. This bronzer gives me like the softest, warm kind of bronzy look to the skin and I absolutely love it. It's not too overpowering of a bronzer and I really like this shade for my skin tone. It is such a nice bronzer. For blush, I'm going to use my Complex Culture Good Glow Blush Duo. This one comes in the shades So Chill and Glow Rush. I got this one through Ipsy a month or so ago, and what I like to do is just mix the two of them. One is more of a matte finish. The other one has more of like a glowy, shimmery finish. So I just really like the two shades together. Can't forget the nose. We're looking really glowy as it is, so I don't think I'm gonna add any more highlighter onto the face, but I'm gonna go back into this palette. I'm gonna grab that white shade again and maybe just highlight under the brow bone just a little bit with it. Just taking a tiny little bit of that. I'm gonna just tap it out a little bit with my finger. I also added just a titch more of the white to the inner part of the eye just to brighten it up a little bit more. Let's go in and spray the face with another one of my favorite products. It's another Rare Beauty product, and this is the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. I'm gonna use this to set all the makeup. The mist on this is really fine and it feels so refreshing. It smells really nice. And again, just gives a nice glowy finish to the skin. Last but not least, we're gonna do the lips, and I don't have a high-end lip liner, so let me just go in and line them, and then I will show you what lipstick we're gonna use to finish off the look. So I only have one high-end lipstick in my collection, which is kind of crazy. I didn't realize I only had one, but it is the Bite Beauty Power Move Soft Matte Lipstick. This one's in the shade Praline, and to be honest, I don't feel like it 100% goes with the look that we have going on, but since it's the only high-end lipstick I have, we're gonna use it anyway. But it really is such a nice lipstick, especially for a matte formula. It's really super comfortable and it's very long wearing, and I definitely want to try out more shades of this. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And actually the shade doesn't look half bad with this look, so I'm really happy about how it turned out. And we are at the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. These are some of my favorite high-end products that I own. I don't own a ton of high-end products, but out of what I own, I love these so much and I use them on such a regular basis. I'm really happy with how this look turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me and allowing me to show you some of my favorite high-end products. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Again, subscribe to my channel if you are not already. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.